Okay, Daddy Adeboye says time to settle this quarrel of tithes once and for all. Some of you, your pastors don't like tithes. Some of you, your pastors like tithes. He said if your pastor are one of those people who don't like tithes, you don't need to quarrel with your pastor. He has created a simple solution of what you can do. Right? So let's listen to our Daddy G.O. Pastor E.A. Adeboye, aka Senior Pastor.
Let me add this one. I am begging all Christians all over the world, let this argument about tithe come to an end.
Amen.
Please, I know you. Some of you know much more than I do. I know that pastor of mine knows much more than I do. But let's do it this way, particularly you members. If your pastor says he doesn't want tithe, don't leave his church. If he says all he wants is offering, give him offering.
Amen.
But if your heart tells you that you should give God at least 10%, find a church nearby where the pastor says, we can collect tithe, we will use it for the glory of God, and then give that pastor your tithe. Wow. So you don't quarrel with your pastor and you don't quarrel with God. Your conscience will be clear. I'm making that appeal.
More than offense. The number of times I don't hear that he Adeboye talk this year is more than the number of times I've heard him speak. Well, let's not calculate. But then, for a while now, every time we hear that is E.A. Adeboye's message in public, it's always about tithe. Tithe. Your young children in church are all turning to hookup queen. Nobody's talking those ones. Christians are being persecuted in some parts of the north. Nobody's talking about those ones. Just now, one pastor will go preach for front of portable tear and slap. How many people talk about those ones? But when he reached tithe, because it is tithe, everybody will find their voices. Is Christianity built because of this tithe? What is so important about this tithe? Why is it that once you target tithes, everybody will answer you? Since Daddy Free start this topic of tithe, they don't fight. You get what I mean? David B.O. may say, go deal with her. What is it with you people and this tithe? Don't we have issues that Christianity is supposed to focus on? Nobody is talking about the commandments of God anymore. Now that Malachi. In fact, youngest don't they come church to come look for people husband way home. Nobody's preaching to them. Nobody's talking about the rules. The things that God hates is this tithe. This economy is crumbling. Nigerians are suffering. Food no day. Lights no day. Our religious leaders are keeping quiet. But once you reach tithe, are you sure that God really called now being at this tithe? Now also now carry on. Because now these young pastors when they come up now they burn cable for because everybody don't know the key. Everybody I don't declare without they see the key. It's high time for Christianity to focus on the real work that Jesus sent them. There's nowhere the Lord sent them to collect tithe. I did not hear Jesus anywhere where he said, go into the world and collect tithe. He said, go into the world and make disciples of people of all nations, baptizing them in the things that are commanded you. Teaching them these things that I've commanded you. Nobody's talking about how to fear God and keep his commandment anymore. The way they trample on God's commandment for this country now, because our churches are not doing their job. But once you reach tithes, those of you that want to pay your tithe, continue paying your tithe. Those ones that don't want to pay your tithe, leave it. Pastor here, I don't know tell you, go fire. If nothing you want pay. If you say you want carry your 90%, give them. If you say you want give them your picky school fee, give them. Anyone you like, give them. But let's focus on what the Lord asked us to do. And fighting about tithe is not part of those things.